How you doing?
Hello and welcome back to the Family Pickens YouTube channel. Since my father is out of town working at the moment, I decided to make a video showing how I photo, list, and package our shirts. Obviously, a lot of people do this differently. A lot of people use different methods, different packaging, that sort of thing. But this is how we do it. If you have any constructive criticism to leave in the comments below as to what we are doing wrong or what we could do better, please let us know in the comments. So, yeah. Let's get right into it. First things first, we have to take pictures of the shirts so we can list them. We are currently using this. Shout out to Ralli Roots. It is Allie's little Frankenstein hanger that will push the shirts out so you can get a better picture of them. Currently, right now though, we are in the midst of making a new one because I made this one really quick, as you can probably tell. We have a little hook screwed into the wall to hold it up with a white backdrop. Over here is where we put the measurements. So I will take front pictures, back pictures. I will get close-up pictures of any patterns or details that are on the shirt or any extra stuff that I feel should have pictures on it. I'll take pictures of the tags so they can see how to wash or what the size is and make sure it's the actual brand. And then I will pull out my trusty dusty green tape measure because I love green, and I will measure across under the armpits. I'll measure from under the armpits from here to here. That will be the chest measurement. And then I measure from the top of the seam, from where the rest of the shirt connects to the sleeve, to the bottom. I'm sure there are tons of other ways to measure your shirts, and I'm sure I might be doing something wrong because I'm not good at measurements. I hate math. Let me know in the comments if you do it a different way or a more efficient way. This is just so after we package our shirts, whenever a customer decides to message us, what's the measurement of blah blah blah, the widest part of the shirt or whatnot. We already have it pictured and in our photos, and we don't have to tear our shirt out of our poly bag that we already prepackaged. But yeah, I'll show you how I picture, and then we will get on to listing. Currently, at the moment, we are exploring different brands and just picking up whatever to see if certain things will sell. Working with bundles as well. But at the moment, I'm going to take a picture of this Tommy Hilfiger shirt. Always make sure you get your tags off because
that's not good.
Also, make sure all the buttons that are able to be buttoned on the shirt, make sure that they're buttoned. I'll turn it upside down, facing away from me, and I just put in the hanger with the solid front instead of the back facing towards the front of the shirt. I go through the bottom, make sure the hanger comes out the top, sides go through the arms, shake it a little bit, and then I'll hang it up and adjust it any way that I need to adjust it. Now this right here is the reason why we are working on our own design. The way that Ralli Roots, or Alley to be specific, has it is to where this is cut out, but since I did this so quick, I didn't really cut that out. I'm lazy and I haven't fixed it yet. This is cut out so you can't see it in the pictures, but I just adjust the shirts to where they are covering said thing. And if it shows up in the pictures, you know, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to button the collar down and I'll be back. Okay, there we go. All buttons are buttoned and ready to be taken pictures of. It is at this point, if I'm able to get the shirt up and over the white without showing too much of the white, so maybe like here, and I can get the picture of the tag, then I will do it while it's still on the hanger. But if it's completely impossible, then I will take the shirt off the hanger and lay it over on our table and take a picture of the tag like that. And I'll also make sure to get the cleaning tag as well. And if you noticed in that little baby time lapse, I made sure I got a close-up of the emblem here, as well as parts of the buttons and the pattern, because whenever you're taking a picture from this far back, it's kind of hard to get a true sense of what colors are on the shirt. Other than, obviously, if you step back here, you're like, oh, it's yellow. But if you come close, you probably didn't notice that the stripes are actually a light blue and not black. Got a front, back picture, close up of the emblem, the print, some of the buttons as well. Took the measurement from the top seam to the bottom for the arm width, and from the armpit to the armpit for the chest. Alrighty, now that I have the shirt pictured and I have the measurements done, I will then continue on with the rest of the items that we need. By the way, don't mind this mess. This is left over from the epoxy project, which is our last video, so you should go check it out. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this pile of clothes here. There's about, give or take, 15-ish shirts. And after that, I will come back to you and I will show you how I list them. This time around, I will be showing you how we list while using the GoPro, because currently at the moment this is a temporary setup until we get outlets put in to put our desktop in here. and this laptop does not have OBS, our screen recording software, so I can't give you the best views, but I can walk you through what I'm doing. Here you will put your name that you want to be on your listing, but don't freak out if you forget something here, because on the next, after you hit get started, when you finish putting your title in, you can still change your title. I went ahead and put in what our usual title is. I always put the brand name in capital letters, and I always start out every description word of the shirt with a capital letter. So we have here a Tommy Hilfiger shirt. The title that I have is Tommy Hilfiger Red, White, and Blue Striped Polo Men's Size Extra, Extra Large. So I covered the colors. I covered that it's a polo. I covered that it's striped. I covered that it's a men's size extra large. Got all the description words. So we're ready to go. So we hit get started. We come down and make sure that our condition is pre-owned, because we mainly deal with pre-owned stuff. We don't have a lot of new items. We don't really put in the condition descriptions too often. You can put in there how worn your shirt is or how new it is. We will go to add our photos. We'll go ahead and click the photos of the shirt we're dealing with and the measurements photo. And as those load in, I want to come down and fill out the rest. This is a Tommy Hilfiger shirt. The style is a polo. The size type is big and tall, and it's going to be a 2XL, an extra extra large. The sleeve length, which is something, this is under the additionals tab. You don't have to put this in, but I like to put in as much as I can, so that way it'll be better for the customer. Sleeves of this is a short sleeve. I always put the main color on here. I see that the main color is blue. Pattern, we're going to be striped. And it would be at this moment where you realize that you accidentally put 2 P's in the title for striped. So thank you a lot for the pattern tab, because you just caught me. And I'm good with that. I can come up and see that all of my pictures are here. I can drag and drop if I want to rearrange them, but I think they're in a good order at the moment. For our description, it's usually a copy and paste that we put for almost every one of our shirts or any other type of article of clothing or shoes. And it says, great condition shirt, no stains or rips. And then we have a bullet that says, note, seller does not clean this item. Buyer may have certain allergies to cleaning materials. The majority, if not almost all of our shirts don't need any washing. The buyer may have certain allergies, and we don't want to cause an allergic reaction to the buyer, which could therefore give us a bad feedback. If there's anything on the shirt that would insinuate that it needs to be washed, we will also add that to the description. Then we have a little prompt that says, if you need more info or pictures, please contact us. Would love to help. Thank you. Then I will go down into the description, put SKU S66. This is our organization system, which we will actually be changing up pretty soon here, probably this coming week. We're going to change around our organization system. There are plenty of YouTube videos out there that people show how they organize their inventories. Currently right now, R stands for S for shirt. And then this is the 66th shirt that we have listed. So you can tell that we're still pretty new to this. So we put this here so that way whenever somebody buys our item, we already pre-package our shirts. And on the top of the package, we put the number that's in the description, so that way we don't have to package them whenever they sell. It's already done, and it'll make it a whole lot faster to get done. When you get into doing a lot of shirts, you'll start to get to know the brands, and you'll start to get to know the styles and the conditions and what means what and what you can price what at. Tommy Hilfiger is a very saturated market on eBay at the moment. This shirt could sell within a week, or it could wait until next year to sell, because it's getting on into winter. It's not long sleeve, so short sleeves aren't really sought after all too much during this time of year. I would be comfortable with selling this shirt for probably about 10 to 11 bucks. You will then scroll down and come to the shipping. This will more than likely be first class. We will more likely ship this first class because it will be this shirt literally weighs like nothing, but we're going to double check it just to make sure. If not, we always go with priority mail, because that's kind of a closer thing for us to do, going priority through USPS, because we're not too close to a FedEx anywhere, and sometimes FedExes can be cheaper, but the days are longer for the customer to get the product. So what we do is we bulk buy poly mailers. Probably looking at getting some clear ones so it'll be easier to spot the shirts. And we will kind of fold this, because we're not going to seal it up, so you don't have to like fold it the best thing ever, because you can refold it if you want to. And we're going to put the shirt into the poly bag. And it will be at this moment that I would like to ask the question of the day. Currently, we are using a scale from Sam's Club, and we've been using this scale since January, the beginning of this year, and it's kind of wigging out on us. So whenever we weigh our packages, we typically weigh about 2 ounces over what the scale says, and we're looking into getting another scale. So the question of the day is what scale do you use and why? Do you use this scale because it's good for heavy boxes for Amazon? Do you use it because it's a lightweight scale and it's good for stuff for small eBay items, that sort of thing? And what do you think is best to have? One scale for Amazon, because we do Amazon, and one scale for just eBay, so that way we're not putting 40-pound packages on this and then 2-ounce packages on it, because I feel like that's what messed up our scale. But yeah, please answer that in the comments below. Would love your feedback. We are going to measure this now. We're not going to seal it up just yet. Turn the scale on. Wait for it. And we'll put this on here, like so. Make sure it's not touching the ground or anything. Take off the weight. This is coming in at 11.6 ounces. So we will go ahead and put it at 13 ounces. We'll come in here and put 13 ounces. And this, the reason why we do not go ahead and package up our items whenever we weigh them is because sometimes this screen will not pop up saying that we have a success. Sometimes we may miss maybe putting in the size of the shirt or the brand or the style of the shirt, and we may not remember it on the shirt, and we don't want to package it up in the poly mailer and then have to waste the poly mailer by opening it to see what we missed. But with this one being a success, we can go ahead and put our thank you note or our thank you card into the package and go ahead and seal it up and put our information on the outside of the bag, so whenever it sells, we know that this bag is a Tommy Hilfiger shirt that sold. So it is by weird chance that we have ran out of already pre-signed thank you cards. So I'm going to go ahead and sign one. And this will go into our poly mailer. Now, currently here on the East Coast, it's still really hot. And with the shirts already being pre-packaged, we can only put a card in them. Whenever we sell shoes, they're not pre-packaged. So we take the cards that we have, and we bought some small little baggies that perfectly fit the cards. And you might have saw in the intro that I threw down a couple mints. We put the mints in the bag with the card as like a extra thank you. But with it being so hot and we pre-packaged the shirts, we don't want the candies to melt, so the shirts don't get candies shoes do. Alright, so we'll take our card. This is just a basic card that we ordered off of eBay. If everything is satisfactory, please take a moment to leave positive feedback. It has our eBay ID, family picking. And on the other side, it's thank you for your purchase with a nice, beautiful rainbow color splash. So we'll put it in there with our shirt. And we will go ahead, try to get as much air out as we can. Take off the protection for the sealant. Put it over, do that, and I like to press down to try to get rid of as much air as I can, so it's kind of like vacuum sealing it. And now you have a nice small package here. Take our big Sharpie, and I put the SKU, and this is number 67, and it weighs 13 ounces. Now you may ask why I put 67 whenever I said 66 in the description. Is because I use a piece of printer paper to keep track of what the numbers are that I already did, and I forgot to mark out number 66, so I ended up putting it twice, but I already changed it. So we're on 67, but since we're done with 67, we'll go ahead and mark that out, and our next one will be 68. And now we are officially done with our package, and you can go ahead and put it in your sorting system, but with me, and I'm too lazy to walk all the way over there, I throw it on this chair for later. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it wasn't too long-winded, and I hope it made sense. This is how we photo, list, and package our items. If there was a section that you wanted to be more explained or to take more time on, please let us know in the comments below, and we will make a separate video going more in depth on this topic. If you have made it this far into the video and you have liked the video, it would mean a lot if you could give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. We don't have a schedule of any types of videos we want to put up, so currently right now in upcoming videos we are looking to get more into the Amazon FBA side of things. We were real heavy on it in the beginning of the year and kind of went into eBay, so we're going to get back here in the next couple weeks into Amazon. And if there's any Amazon videos you would like to see, please let us know in the comments below. I want to thank you for watching, and bye.